Today in the battle arena, well, we're keeping it real simple. Two giant reptiles going at it. Giant snake versus a giant lizard thing. Godzilla versus the World Serpent. And I am not even going to attempt to say his real name. Jormungandr or something like that. I'm pretty good with Norse god names like Thor, Odin, Loki. I got those down packed. I'm all over. I could say in my sleep. But then you get to something like that, and that's just way above my pay grade. I'm not even gonna try. Anyways, so Godzilla versus the World Serpent. Who's coming out on top? Who's gonna win? Let's find out. What's up, guys? I'm Daniel. This is DanCo. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn notifications. More videos like this one every week. Also, go follow us on TikTok, Instagram, all that. We'll link in the description down below. And sign off in the comments for any future videos that you would love to see. Now, let's get into the fight. Now, it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody who's been around the channel for too long, but I like Godzilla. I think he's cool. I think he's fun. I like him. And man, is he powerful. Like, I've been having a little competition on myself and seeing who I can throw up against him. Who is the craziest, most powerful person I can match up against Godzilla and see if he would come out the other side. See if he would win. Done Doomsday, Thanos, Superman, the Avengers, Pacific Rim. Godzilla is still always the one left standing. I think the only guy successfully beaten him is Surtur so far, and that's really just because of his size. But today, ladies and gentlemen, or based on my YouTube analytics, today, gentlemen and gentlemen, well, we got ourselves maybe a true contender, the World Serpent. Now, there is a reason why Godzilla has gone pretty much undefeated here. Guy is just so freaking powerful. For starters, I mean, look at just how big he is. Just look at him lumbering around and all that, literally shaking the ground with each step he takes. He's coming in at 400 feet tall and over 100,000 tons. So he is just an absolute unit and definitely knows how to throw that weight around. I mean, Godzilla just seems to love knocking over skyscrapers by manhandling other kaiju and literally pushing them straight through the buildings. He does it quite a bit. He does it in every single movie. And he's actually no stranger to fighting against bigger kaiju. And I know, it's kind of surprising, but there are bigger kaiju out there than Godzilla. I mean, just take a look at King Ghidorah. He's taller than Godzilla, weighs 40,000 tons more than Godzilla. And yet Godzilla's still able to mess him up, still able to overpower him, still able to straight up kill him. He's also got a pretty powerful bite. Like, you do not want to get stuck in between those teeth. Seeing as how he's able to chomp down on one of Ghidorah's heads and tear it off completely. Even his tail is real powerful. He's outright killed a Muto of one swing of it. In fact, there's only been one kaiju out there that Godzilla wasn't able to beat with just his superior strength. Mechagodzilla. I'm not even going to say that Godzilla couldn't do it, because I actually bet he could. He was just tired after having just beat another Alpha Titan in Kong. But yeah, all these other guys, all these other kaiju, Godzilla can overpower them. The thing with Godzilla isn't just that he's insanely strong, he's also insanely durable. I mean, the big guy's taken almost every single attack that comes his way, and for the most part, he just brushed it off. I mean, no big deal, no sweat sort of thing. And a part of that also comes down to just his size. He's so big, a lot of the smaller attacks aren't going to move him around. Like, the military isn't doing anything here. I don't know what you think you're going to accomplish trying to shoot Godzilla with bullets. You really got to be another big kaiju or even begin to challenge the king. But even then, how much those attacks really do? He's taken beatings from the Mutos and Kong, even from King Ghidorah and Mechagodzilla. And yet, you want to know who the only guy left standing is? Yeah, it was Godzilla. It's kind of hard to argue with a track record that looks like that. Then he survived the Castle Bravo nuke, which is like one of the largest nukes in history. Seriously, look it up. It's a real thing. It's the fifth largest nuke ever dropped. In the movie, they drop it right on Godzilla's head. It doesn't kill him. In King of the Monsters, he survived another nuke, and this time he took it directly to the face. And in a tie-in comic, he survived the Permian impact, which is actually just a huge step up from even surviving nukes, crazy as that might sound, because this was the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs. It was an extinction level event. And what's Godzilla do but take it on the head and just keep on swimming? So when I'm saying he's tough, I mean it. And then to top it all off, as if all this wasn't enough already, Godzilla's also got his atomic breath. It's so powerful, it's able to kill the Muto. It managed to push back and burn King Ghidorah. And then Godzilla versus Kong, well, Godzilla even used it to drill all the way down to the Earth's core. He, he wanted to fight Kong that bad, so bad that he literally dug down to the center of the Earth. So yeah, I mean, you see what I mean here? There's a reason why this guy keeps on winning all of his fights, because he's just so freaking powerful. But I genuinely do think that the World Serpent can give him a run for his money here. I think the World Serpent can push Godzilla to his limits. So in Norse mythology, the World Serpent is really just a giant sea snake. It's actually one of Loki's kids. And when I say giant, I mean giant. It grew so big that it was able to encircle the whole world, all of Midgard, then grab its own tail. So yeah, big. He's also Thor's arch enemy, with the two being destined to kill each other in a giant battle during Ragnarok. Then in God of War, well, the serpent is the last giant left on Midgard, as Odin, Thor, all the other gods have slaughtered all the other giants on Midgard. Nowadays, well, he just spends most of his time sleeping in the Lake of Nine. But since Kratos and Atreus befriended him, he'll come and help them when they call. The World Serpent is one of the most powerful beings in all the realms. It's one of the strongest giants of all time. It's actually the largest giant out there, big enough to stretch across the entire world. In fact, the big guy is so strong, he's able to fight against Thor, the strongest of all the gods, and their fight was felt across all of the 9 realms. It even broke space-time itself. We also saw him go up against another reanimated giant, and the World Serpent just easily beat that guy, quickly overpowered him, quickly killed him. He's also super tough. I mean, just for starters, he was able to fight against and really survive an all-out battle with Thor, who had just slaughtered all the giants on Midgard. So this was like a champion giant slayer. He didn't get the World Serpent though. He couldn't kill the World Serpent. He's also got some extremely lethal venom. This is some serious stuff. I mean, it was supposed to be enough to kill a god as powerful as Thor. So that's the World Serpent. Didn't get to see a ton of him in the game. Maybe we'll see more in God of War Ragnarok, which I'm super excited for, but that's the World Serpent. So who's winning here? Well, I mean, Godzilla has definitely shown us more stuff. He's definitely impressive. But I really don't think he has much of a shot here. I mean, for starters, you are just talking about a massive size discrepancy. He's called the World Serpent for a reason, because he's literally big enough to circle the entire world. I guess Godzilla could try and just jump him from his head. I mean, Thor and Balder both fought against the big guy, and they are much smaller than Godzilla. So this isn't like an instant out for Godzilla or an instant win for the World Serpent, but still, that is a huge advantage here in this fight. But the real kicker here is that the World Serpent has literally just done stuff of mythical proportions. I mean, his first fight with Thor was so much that it went out and literally shook the 9 realms. That fight was also the one that broke space-time, which Kratos did not believe was even possible. And while everything that Kratos has seen in his years, do you know how crazy something has to be for Kratos to not believe it's possible? Yeah, that's the scale that we're operating on here. I can't imagine that Godzilla pushing King Ghidorah through a building or something like that can even come close to that scale. At best, their fight was shaking all of Boston and the outside areas. Thor and the World Serpent weren't just shaking Earth, but they were shaking 8 other realms while they were at it. Not even comparable. Honestly, I think I might have overcorrected here, trying so hard to find something that can beat Godzilla that the World Serpent just absolutely squashes him. I think I might have overcorrected a little bit. Regardless, the World Serpent is easily taking this one. The World Serpent wins. But what do y'all think? Sign off in the comments down below. Who do you want to see Godzilla fight against next? Also, how excited are you for God of War Ragnarok? I'm freaking pumped. Who do you want to see Kratos fight against? Anyway, sign out down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn notifications from the DanCo army, and I'll see y'all next time.